Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Franklin here. I know I haven't posted uh recently. Technically, the last time I posted a video was the intro video of or the opening for the new games that are coming up in a couple days. I'm very excited. I was actually at Vegas during the weekend, so obviously I posted that video and I dippity bounced out of there. But I'm here with a brand new video. This video is going to be more of like my personal top 10 of Pokemon that I am really excited that are coming to the game, or I should say that are in the game, that I'm looking forward to using. Now, of course, there were some Pokemon, or actually, before I get into it, go ahead and like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. That video just started blowing up like crazy over the weekend, and so I appreciate all the support you guys have given me, all the likes and subs. I will live stream this game once it drops. Hopefully the embargo should be out by then because I'm literally playing the game as it's getting released, so it'll be good for me. But I am excited for this game. I hope you guys are excited too. My live stream, I think the first day is gonna be pretty short. I would say probably roughly maybe 3-4 hours long. But then the next day for sure I'm gonna be live streaming the next day like crazy. So probably I will live stream pretty much up to the Elite Four. And then we'll see, because I don't want to like rush this game too much. I want to take my time and enjoy the experience of playing this beautiful region once again. But anyways, this video is going to be my top 10 Pokemon that I'm pretty excited for, looking forward to. No particular order. Let's start with the first one. I think the first one is going to be pretty obvious for me and for a lot of people who are loving Chimchar. Yeah, this demon here. Infernape. Love Infernape. I think in this Pokedex is going to be one of the best fire Pokemon in the game. Now, hidden abilities are in this game, so probably Blaziken will still be the dominant fire starter Pokemon. But I'm looking forward to using Infernape. This Pokemon, unfortunately, did not appear in Sword and Shield. And a lot of these Pokemon I'm going to mention might not be in Sword and Shield as well. So got to be really considerate with that, especially with opinions. Infernape, another firefighting. It has excellent speed, has very good coverage, access to Grass Knot, Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave. It can be a special attack user. It can be an physical offensive threat. It has access to Taunt. It has access to, I believe, Stealth Rock as well. Endeavor, which is really interesting. Endeavor plus Mach Punch / Vacuum Wave. Has access to a bunch of fire moves, Thunder Punch, close combat. Obviously, this is like one of the better starting Pokemon you can use in game. I'm very curious to see how it's gonna perform in this metagame. Obviously, in older metagames, this Pokemon was really versatile. But now with hidden abilities, I kind of want to see how it goes from there. Because this guy's move pool coverage, obviously it lost hidden power in this game. Because hidden power is only going to be for unknown. But this Pokemon is a demon, and I'm waiting to see how it has adapted into a metagame that it was excluded from Sword and Shield, and now it's going to be placed in a updated, quote-unquote, Gen 4 metagame. So I'm really looking forward to this. Next up, we have is the bird Pokemon. The region bird Pokemon, Staraptor. This Pokemon got shafted in Sword and Shield. It didn't show up in that game. Normal and flying is usually it's a pretty basic Pokemon typing until you see the Pokemon itself. Staraptor is a demon. Close combat, U-turn, Brave Bird, has double edge. Its hidden ability Reckless increases the power of recoil damage moves, which is awesome. This thing is a demon. It has pretty good attack stats and it's a pretty decent speed stat, and of course with Intimidate as well is another great ability for it. This Pokemon is actually pretty good, and I'm really looking forward to this Pokemon to once again be the reigning supreme bird of this generation. I think arguably this is one of the best bird types, not bird types, regional bird Pokemon outside of perhaps Peak Talonflame in Generation 6. But this thing's a demon, man. I can't wait to use Staraptor. I miss Staraptor. It's like one of those Pokemons, like, I don't use Staraptor that much when it was in Generation 7, but man, I sure do love Raptor, man, and I really can't wait. Has a good move pool, has decent stats. You can never go wrong with this bird. All right, next up, number 3, Gliscor, another Pokemon that just got shafted by Sword and Shield. Didn't show up in that game. This thing is the Lando. This thing might be the Lando of Generation 4. I'm just kidding. Nothing can be compared to Landorus Therian form. But Gliscor, ground and flying is unheard of prior to Generation 5 with Landorus. But this demon, man, Poison Heal plus Toxic Orb is just a really good combo. This Pokemon is very bulky. It's usually hard to kill in one hit, unless obviously you got an Ice type on you or crazy hard-hitting Water type on you. But this Pokemon's annoying, man. I hate playing against this, and I love using it, man. It's just one of those Pokemon that, man, it's just too good for me. No, I'm just kidding. You know, with the combination of Toxic Orb plus Poison Heal, it also has access to Facade, Earthquake, Sword Stance, Protect if you want to be annoying. I believe it has access to Knockoff as well, and I'm not really sure how TMs and move tutors are going to work in this game. I haven't really looked into the entire moveset list yet, which I probably should do that, so that way this video can be a bit more informed. But I'm just going off based off of what it has currently going for it. This Pokemon's really good. It was actually a really good mon in Generation 7, and the fact that it can just heal like crazy. It has access to Roost as well, if I'm not mistaken. So this Pokemon is just a little demon, man. I always love the design of Gliscor. It's shiny, looks pretty cool, and I can't wait. I think it got treated very poorly when it got cut from the Sword and Shield Pokedex, because I feel like this Pokemon would have had a really good chance to shine. But I'm glad it's coming back in Generation 4, as it's supposed to be. Can't wait to use this Pokemon. I want to see how it is in a metagame where Gen 5 and above are non-existent. Can't wait. Alright, so that's 33 Pokemon out of the way. Who else am I gonna be looking forward to? Let's see. Let's take a look at the Pokedex, because I just got a memory lapse and I gotta remember everything. I am looking forward. Jesus Christ, am I really forgetting these Pokemon? This was a fun Pokemon. Rampardos. I'm pretty sure it was not in the Sword and Shield as well. But this Pokemon hits like a truck. It's slow. It has a fat amount of HP, but this thing is a demon with head smash. It hits like a truck. I remember trying to use this in Trick Room in Generation 7. Obviously, it failed because it was just literally weak to every bullet punch and water shuriken everyone throws at in that generation. But this Pokemon is a perfect example of a nuke or a glass cannon that, if it's used correctly, it can deal some real damage. And Rampardos has a pretty cool design as well. I love the blue/gray color scheme that Pokemon tend to have, like Metagross is another good one. But Rampardos, this is going to be the fossil I'm going to choose in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Rampardos is a really cool Pokemon to me personally. I think it's one of my favorite fossil Pokemon of all time, arguably. I always love its design, and the fact that we finally can play this thing in Generation 4 is awesome. And I think when I first played Diamond, like 16 years ago or 15 years ago, this was the first fossil that I got, because I didn't like Bastiodon's design. But this Pokemon is really cool. I love it. Hits like a truck competitively. I'm kind of glad that Landorus is not in this game, because I'm always gonna bring up Landorus because I don't despise Landorus. On the contrary, I kind of like Landorus because it kind of checks. It's kind of like a necessary evil that glues a metagame together. But without Landorus, I'm kind of interested to see what Rampardos can do, because this thing can punch holes in a lot of teams if it's used correctly. and I haven't checked this updated moveset yet. I'm gonna be probably going to be revisiting a top 10 list after completing the game, but I'm looking forward to Rampardos. Next up on the list, it's gonna be, yeah, I spelled it wrong. Apibomb. You forgot about this demon, huh? Really fast normal type, has access to fake out, it has technician that can boost weak moves, it has tail slap, which is pretty cool. It has access to U-turn knockoff if you want to run a facade kind of set, or choice band set. It's actually kind of annoying too. Choice scarf makes this thing a very fast threat, and the reason why I kind of like Apibomb is it's one of those normal types that, you know, it might not have much utility in recent metagames, but this Pokemon, if used correctly, is a more of a like a disruptor. Access, like I said, access to fake out, tail slap allows it to break potential sashes or break sturdies if you really need to, and it actually has a very good move pool compared to its other normal type buddies. Um, yeah, outside of ghost types, which obviously has a hard time, I believe it has access to knockoff, if I remember correctly. Again, I haven't checked the updated move pools for these Pokemon, but this little monkey here, it's gonna be a problem, man. I can't wait to use this. I'm probably not gonna want to pick this up during the end game, but I will probably try to use this in as a competitive format if there is gonna be one, which I'm pretty sure there is. I can't wait to use this. I love using disruptors. Disruptors like Apibomb for me personally, are kind of like anti-meta picks because they can do crazy amounts of stuff, and if your opponent is not suspecting a Apibomb move pool, it can catch them by surprise. So it's a pretty good Pokemon. I say you want to pick it up in game. It's pretty cool. I like its design, although I kind of think its evolutionary design is kind of like whack. It's just it's not much of a difference from Apom. I think it's a pretty cool Pokemon as a disruptor. Next up, who we got here? Who we got here? Who we got here? Who we got here? I am looking forward to the Big Don himself, the Bosch, Ricky Roche, the Bosch. Honchcro, another Pokemon that got shafted by the Sword and Shield meta Pokedex. Dark and Flying. Who knew Dark and Flying was actually going to be a really good typing up until Honchcro's release? Or technically Murkrow was the first one that came out, but Honchcro, the evolutionary form of Murkrow, is another hard-hitting bird. Has a really cool design. Its move pool is actually phenomenal compared to a lot of its bird contrarians, such as Heat Wave, Air Slash, Night Slash, Brave Bird. It has a really good move pool on the special and physical side, although, Honchcrow is more used towards its physical because of its attack stat. Has a good amount of HP. It is somewhat slow, but I think it's outshined by its offensive physical attack. Love this bird too. I think this and Staraptor, if you are arguing between what kind of bird or flying type you should have in your in-game team, honestly, you cannot go wrong with either Staraptor or Honchcrow. I like Honchcrow's design. It's personally been a design that I've liked over the years, and it's like one of those Pokemon, like, you don't use it a lot, you don't play with it a lot, you don't use it in battle too much, but it looks cool. It's like, yeah, this one of those Pokemon, like, I'm gonna take one, because it looks like a pretty cool Pokemon. I hope they updated its move pool. Like I said, I have to do the research. There's still some data mining going on with move tutors and all that. But this Pokemon, man, just going over these Pokemon is making me want to play the new games like right now. Even though technically I could, but I'm not gonna do that. No way. I'll do it. Just wait like everybody else. Honchcrow, the Dawn of the Sky, really good, really good. I'm not looking forward to any of those Pokemon. Oh, this might be a very out of the field Pokemon, and it's not part of the actual Sinnoh Pokedex, but Coilfish. Now you might be wondering, wait, Coilfish? Yeah, Coilfish. Coilfish is one of those Pokemon that I loved using Coilfish in Generation 7, in particularly in rain teams because it had access to Swift Swim. And very importantly, in case you guys did not know, it had access to Swords Dance. But in order for you to get Swords Dance on Coilfish, you had to obtain the Coilfish in Generation 3 and teach it Swords Dance through one of the move tutors. I believe it was a move tutor in the Battle Frontier, or I don't remember, in Emerald, or I believe in Fire Red and Leaf Green there's a Swords Dance. Oh, it's a TM. I'm sorry, it's a TM. So Swords Dance was a TM back then in the old archaic days of Pokemon. And it technically is considered a transfer move. Like if you try to modify a Coilfish to learn Swords Dance and that Coilfish did not come from Generation 3, it's illegal. In this game, however, you're able to teach Coilfish Swords Dance without transferring it, which is awesome. Because Coilfish with Swords Dance plus Poison Jab, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, Explosion, this thing's a demon in rain. In old Diamond and Pearl Platinum overused metagame, this thing was a threat in rain because it can only get hard walled by like Empoleon. That was it. Love this Pokemon. Coilfish, I actually have a keychain of Coilfish on my or I used to on my car keys, and I don't know what the hell happened to it. But Coilfish, pretty underrated Pokemon. If you want to try out weather teams in this generation, go ahead and check out Coilfish. You'll see what kind of crazy stuff this thing can pull off. Poison and water is always a good defensive typing too, because this thing can be used as a defensive pivot if you really need it. And we are pretty much good with Coilfish. Anyways, I'm gonna tally up the Pokemon that I've just counted right now. I just lost track, so we're doing this live. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is Coilfish. Okay. Oh, 7, Gliscor. So we're at number 8. Number 8. Which Pokemon am I interested or excited for in these new games? You know what, man? I hate Togekiss. I'm not going to talk about Togekiss. I've used it plenty of times. Let's see. It was a pretty hard decision. It doesn't have to be from the Sinnoh Pokedex, because I do remember some Pokemon that are just viable in this generation. Man, you know what? I'm gonna say, man, this is kind of tough, guys. What do you guys think? You guys have any favorite Pokemon you guys want to see revived in this generation? I know I talked about Coilfish, which is not part of the Sinnoh Pokedex, but I am like very, like, you know, I just want to see Pokemon viable again, you know. Damn, I just have a brain fart because I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. You know what? This is a really good threat. Porygon Z. Now, Porygon Z has actually been decent in the metagames it has been in up until Generation 8. It kind of faded because the power creep is real in Pokemon. This Pokemon, however, it's getting its hidden ability in Generation 4. You know what that means? You know what adaptability does? First of all, adaptability is a pretty freaking intense ability, and it's arguably one of my favorite abilities of all time. Adaptability on the right Pokemon can do some damage, some damage. This thing having access to Nasty Plot and Tri Attack and Shadow Ball, it's hitting everything. Nothing is safe from Porygon, maybe outside of like a Chansey or a Blissey. Which I'm not looking forward to fighting Blissies in this game. Fuck Blissey, man. I hate it so much. Or even Chansey too. Fuck Chansey, man. Both of them get the fuck out of here. But this Pokemon is a demon. This Pokemon hits like a truck. It's a glass cannon, unfortunately. It did lose Z conversion in Generation 7. And, yeah, because Z conversion made this thing pretty damn good. Not broken, but it was really, really good. But seeing this Pokemon thrive in a metagame where it is it hits like a truck. It hits phenomenally. Um, I can't wait. Nasty Plot. Try Attack. Phenomenal. Mwah! I love this Pokemon. I always love using Porygon. Every single metagame in the beginning of the metagame that is brand new, for example, Generation 7, Z Porygon was my go-to. Generation 8, when it came out, Porygon was my go-to. Generation 6, Porygon was my go-to. It's just that Pokemon. He's just that guy. He's just that duck. That Cyber Duck. Okay, that's 9 Pokemon that I talked about. I hope I did my math right. Honorable mentions. Obviously, everyone's going to pick Garchomp. Oh my god, Garchomp is a beast. You know what? Garchomp is metagame. Everyone is going to pick up a Garchomp in the game. I know where to catch a Garchomp, by the way. I know if you are playing in-game, I highly recommend you getting a Garchomp. Garchomp is Garchomp. Garchomp is life. Garchomp is game. Garchomp is a Pokemon that everybody uses. A little bit of a setback, though, for Dragons. This time, fairies are still in the game, I believe. Like, for example, Clefairy or Clefable. So those fairies that got the upgraded treatment, oh, they'll be there. But I still think Garchomp is one of the best dragon types. Arguably one of the best dragons of all time that are not legendary. It's up there with Salamence. It's up there with Axe. I mean, I think Haxorus is inferior. But I think Garchomp and Salamence go toe-to-toe with the dominant dragon types. So yeah, special honorable mention because I'm not a how do I say? I'm not hipster about it, you know. I'm not talking about, you know, I don't want to talk about Garchomp. Everyone knows Garchomp is so fucking good, and it should be arguably on a lot of people's number ones list. But you know, I'm talking about Pokemon I'm excited to see, not Pokemon top 10 returning Pokemon. Even though I did talk about some Pokemon that are returning, I still think, you know, Garchomp is pretty good. Pick them up. Another honorable mention would be let's talk about them now. Latios, Salamence. If these guys get their upgraded move set like they got in Generation 8, these are going to be good dragons to use. And including Dragonite. I'm going to put Dragonite there because everyone loves their Dragonites. Dragons are still the best typing in Generation 4. Unless we end up getting, for example, I don't even recall if we're going to get a lot of fairies. Because remember, fairies didn't really exist at all up until Generation 6. And there are some Pokemon that ended up getting the fairy typing added towards them. Like, you know, the Jigglypuff line and the Clefable line. So Pokemon like that. I am very curious to see if dragons are still the legit, like, top tier demigods of the metagame. Pick up a dragon type. I just gave you like 5 of them. Alright. The last Pokemon that is not an honorable mention that I am very, very, very excited to use. Very, very excited. I will say, I'm very curious. Of course, it's a mythical. Oh my god! It's Manaphy! Did you forget about this demon? Did you forget Tail Glow? Plus 3 attacks, Surf, Ice Beam, Psychic, Energy Ball. I think it has access to Shadow Ball too. I don't think it does, but Tail Glow. Did you all forget how broken this Pokemon was? In the original Generation 4 Pokemon games, you were only able to get this through the Pokemon Ranger egg. And guess what? The demons of Ilka and Game Freak decided to give this Pokemon to us for free as a mystery gift. You know, you hear the sound? Hear that sound on the microphone? It's just me rubbing my hands because you know what this Pokemon is capable of. You know that Tail Glow is such a good move on a Pokemon that has that pretty much, if it's played correctly, has good team composition. It has no switch-ins. At plus 3, oh god, you best believe this Pokemon's gonna be a threat to society. And like I said, every time I keep bringing up Pokemon like this, I just get more excited to play this game, and I can't wait. I just can't stress that enough. But Manaphy, if you recall in the earlier generations, if you played OU, if you were a grandpa, it actually was banned in Gen 4 OU because it was just too good, and it makes sense. It's just too good, and because we're getting a limited Pokedex that does not have future Pokemon generations in it, which I hope that's still true. I think that's been confirmed already through one of my videos. I can't wait. This is gonna be one of the best water types in the game. Perhaps Suicune. I mean, Suicune is another Pokemon but Suicune has been in every generation, and it's always been a good Pokemon. But this water demon that could be an offensive threat is phenomenal. I cannot wait. I think, you know what? I think my first team, like competitive team, is gonna be a rain team that abuses water types and rain. Why not? I always do it. You should too. Anyways, guys, let me know about your top 10. I know I missed out on Lucario, but Lucario, again, has been in every generation it's been introduced. And it's been one of those favorites, too. I know Heatran is there, but Heatran, Heatran's boring. I'm talking about Pokemon I'm excited about. Not Pokemon I don't care about seeing and forget about them later on. What are your guys' opinion? It's your boy Franklin. Like and subscribe. Let me check. You know what? Let me see your top 10 down in the comments below. Peace!